I am so excited to do today's video with you guys. Last Monday I talked about budgeting and how we run our budget, and today I am going to be talking about organizing and how I organize my life in different aspects and different areas of my house. But before I get into showing you how I've organized different things, let's just talk about organization here really quick. I have followed a few different Instagram accounts where they show you how to organize, and when I see the accounts, they give me great tips and advice, and it's helpful and motivated. They are motivating and super fun to follow, but I look at their accounts and everything looks picture perfect and like crisp and clean and white, and that's not me. I'm not able to take that and make that into like real life, and that's okay. It doesn't have to look like a Pinterest-worthy organization system. Now, my house still gets messy, it gets unorganized, it gets dirty, but the good thing is it's easy to put things back, it's easy to clean up, and it doesn't take very long. Also, I really think that this is a fun time of year to go through and organize everything because you're still kind of cooped up in the house. You're not outside doing yard work and summer activities yet. You're done with Christmas. You've hopefully put away all your Christmas decor by now. And so I think it's just a really good time to go through and kind of reprioritize what you've got in your home. And the next thing I want to talk about is this file box right here. This has been one of my favorite things. I got this when we got married, and we have had all of our paper documents. When we've had kids, we've had all of their documents. Pretty much anything important that we have is in this box, and sometimes this box will get really full, and when it gets really full, that I know it is time to go through it, and of course there's going to be things in there that we don't need anymore. And so if it gets to that point, I know we need to kind of de-junk our filing system. My latch is even broken on there. But in here, I mean, we've got auto insurance, official documents, stuff from Landon's education, my education, certificates, documents, like all sorts of receipts from different furniture purchases. We bought a house, and so there's all sorts of documents from buying a house in here. I think it is very important to have all of your paper documents organized, because you never know when you're going to need to grab that birth certificate or social security card. So have that stuff organized. My mom was also telling me about Pillar Life, pillarlife.com. It is an online place to organize all of those documents. So not only do I have paper documents in that box, but I also have a second like backup area online with all of those documents. And the first thing I thought of when they were telling me about this website, I was like, well, goodness, you can hack anything online, but it is encrypted. Like, they go through and they tell you exactly how it's encrypted, and so it is a very secure website. You have to have a PIN and a password, like a two-step verification to get into it. The reason why I want to talk about this is because I remember last year there was a ton of fires, like so many California fires, and in other states there was a lot of fires. And a few years ago, Landon's uncle and aunt actually had their house burn down, and they were going to grab their documents. They were only able to grab, I think, a wedding album, but they had to go help their next door neighbors whose house was on fire too, because it was like a mountainside fire. But they lost everything, and yeah, life does go on. They've made things work, but it was such a pain for them to go and re-get all of those documents that they needed. And so that is another reason why I think it is so important to have a backup of all of those files. So I just want to show you the website and show you kind of how it works. You can invite family and friends for simplified information sharing and collaboration. I like looking at their blog because on here it shows you, let's see, one of my favorite ones was the ultimate checklist of important documents. So like I said, you can have all of these uploaded into this website. It's also a really great resource. I read lots of their articles over on their blog. If you have any questions on how to like just manage life in general, there's lots of the aspects in your life that are important, like the will, the trust. My mom and dad are getting close to retirement, so they've read a few things over there. And so I just want to kind of like a complete checklist for newborn babies. So there's just lots of step-by-step guides on how to run different areas of your life. I will definitely be leaving a link down in the description to pillarlife.com where you guys can give it a try. I think they have like a free trial period as well. Go check it out. I do think it is so important to have a backup of all of your important documents. I made a video a long time ago about doing this closet system, and it's crazy. We organized the closet, we made a system that works for us, and it has stayed organized for months now. For having a very small closet, and I share it with Landon, we are able to fit so much stuff in this one little closet because we keep things organized and everything has its place. We even have a place for the hidden candy from the children. This system came from IKEA and I have really enjoyed it. This is Lucy's closet, and I'm just going to show you these drawers here for a little bit. I have not always labeled things, but I really have gotten into it lately, and I like having things labeled, especially when the babysitter probably needs to know where her extra pajamas are, or a crib sheet, or just whatever that the babysitter might need. It's helpful to have things labeled, and I think it helps Landon too. Can we agree that every household has at least one junk drawer? I'm pretty sure every house has a junk drawer. This isn't, I mean, I don't want to say this is a junk drawer because it's mostly house stuff like the command hooks. I keep scissors away from kids, and Sharpie markers are away from kids. I mean, it's not the most organized in here, but that's our kind of like household item junk drawer. In our kitchen, this is kind of where we gather when we are getting ready to leave the house. And so in this cupboard is where the kids will keep like their coats and shoes. And then in this cupboard is where we keep all of our snow gear. So it doesn't like I said, because of the baskets, they're not all matching and uniform. It doesn't look organized, but it is. You don't have to have everything always matching and perfect to be organized. So this is the boys' like gloves and scarves and snow pants. This is the girls' snow stuff, and then this is mom's and dad's. When it warms up outside, I will be getting rid of all of this stuff, take it downstairs and swap it out for all of the swimsuit towels, life jackets, goggles, and swimsuits. This is one cupboard that I need to organize. We've got some medicines, vitamins, and I did try to organize these drawers once upon a time, and I kind of labeled what is in each drawer, which has helped. I just need to do it again. And then up there is electronics and any extra like office stuff. And I want to go through and label these little things so that I know what is in there. All right, onto the kitchen. While we are talking about organizing, I just want to show you this drawer right here. Yesterday was Sunday, and Landon looked at me and said, well, I guess it's that time of week that I organized the Tupperware drawer. That drawer gets so unorganized, so easy, and I swear there's never a good system for it, but it looks pretty good today. Okay, I don't love how my spices are organized, but I do love how I have my cornstarch, cocoa, baking powder, salt, that kind of stuff in these little containers. There, baking soda. I've got my powdered sugar and brown sugar in those little containers. Okay, so this is technically our pantry, or where we keep our food. And was it maybe a year and a half or 2 years ago, maybe a year ago, I bought these containers and I have loved having them. I feel like it just like makes things organized because I don't have a bunch of random like different packages like that, because then you come down here and it's a little bit more, well, not so organized. And then you come up here and you actually know what's in each container. I just opened up this cupboard and it drives me crazy to see boxes of crayons like that. And so I just put them all in one container, and that makes me happy seeing it organized and labeled. We are about to go into my storage room, and since I've vlogged and I have a wide audience like from lots of different areas around the world, so many of you don't know what a storage room is. A storage room is just like a basement cold room, a place where we store stuff. Welcome. Okay, so down here I have a lot of these containers. I have gotten these from IKEA, and I've labeled some of them like extra electronics or GoPro stuff. I have not labeled those yet, and batteries. This is all my crafting stuff. I don't have a ton of it, just one bucket worth. This is like, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy. Not crazy, just not a huge decorator. Like this is like all of my decorations, like Valentine's, Halloween, like there's really not a lot in there with an exception of Christmas. Oh, okay, yeah, she found Halloween stuff. I have some stuff behind this door too. For all of my kids stuff, or should I just say like baby stuff, I have 4 buckets worth of all of the clothes from my kids, and then just stuff like this that I know I will still need. I want to talk about cardboard boxes here in just a second, but I really like these bins. Like I said, I think these came from IKEA, and this is just like extra camping stuff in here. For my laundry system, I have 3 bins that have dirty clothes in them, and then, well, this is usually where I put the clean laundry in, but right now I have all of the stuff I want to donate. I keep it in here. If I go through the house and I find stuff I don't want or need anymore, I put it in that bin right there. But when these buckets get full, I know it is time to do laundry. That way I don't have a whole bunch of laundry just like thrown everywhere. Okay, what I wanted to say about cardboard boxes, I needed to bring this upstairs to just like put in the recycling bin. I know a lot of people organize their stuff in cardboard boxes, and I think that's great because they're really cheap, like to start out with. But as you can afford to get or like invest in those hard plastic buckets that I was showing you, I think it is a good idea. For a few reasons. We had water leak downstairs once and it dripped onto those white boxes. And it didn't ruin them, they were just fine because they're hard plastic, but if they would have been the cardboard boxes, it would have soaked up through them. The reason why I do not like cardboard boxes is because cardboard absorbs smell. I think cardboard boxes stink and they smell really bad after many years. Landon had some stuffed animals in a cardboard box from growing up. We pulled them out and they smelled so bad. The box stunk. I really think just like cardboard and paper in general really do absorb smells over the years. Like I said, they're cheap, so it's really easy and affordable. But if you can slowly invest into different buckets, I like that way of organizing because they're more durable and it doesn't absorb stinky smells after long periods of time. Do you remember when we first moved into this house how much I hated this area of the house? Well, it's still not pretty, it's kind of ugly, and I do plan on painting all of the brown wood like a solid color one of these days, but let me show you how I have it organized. I did go through and label all of them, and it helps so much when the kids are putting their stuff away from playing. They know exactly where stuff goes and it gets put away the right way. These are all of our puzzles, and I will show you the before. They were in tons of boxes that were different sizes, and so I took them all out. I put them in these heavy-duty Ziploc bags, and I want to go through and label these bags as well. But I was able to fit all of these puzzles in this one area, and it's much more uniform. And I even cut out like the picture of the cardboard box and stuck it with them, so you can still have that as well. Okay, I told you this was not going to be a perfect organizing vlog because look at this. I have no idea what to do with all of these blankets. Right now they are makeshifting a blind for us for coverage in here. One of these days I will figure out how to organize all of our blankets. So we keep all of our games downstairs, but we keep all of our card games upstairs because I don't trust the kids with these downstairs. I just feel like cards would get thrown everywhere. But I did go through and organize them into these 4x6 photo cases, just like that. And then I cut the box out and put it in here with it as well. And I've liked doing this because all of these games were very ununiform. And so I feel like I don't know, I just really like this system like this. And like games like that, the Farkle game, I just stuck the little dice in there. I have no idea what you guys are thinking about this video, but I know I personally love seeing how people organize their houses and where they put things and what kind of stuff they have and where it's like, where does it fit into their home. So I'm going to show you like what is in this area in most of the drawers. We have all of the kids' reading books downstairs, but at nighttime in the evening, we like to sit in here and read together. And so these are the books that we are frequently reading or that the kids are kind of working on currently. So these are just kind of like what the kids read. And then this is a lot of our church stuff. We have some Book of Mormons down there, some church pictures and that kind of stuff. As well as in here, like those are Emma's scriptures and more just like church papers that we have on hand. And Porter's reading books. Well, hey look, Lucy, do you want the boogie board? Okay, come draw. I like those things. And then we've got some of my old piano books in there and piano books in there as well. So there you have it, my perfectly unperfect, organized, unorganized house, however you want to look at it. I honestly think it is so important to have things in an organized manner, and it just makes things run smoother, and I've already talked about that. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I will try and leave links down in the description for all of the different like buckets and just maybe a few of the things that I pointed out, as well as Pillar Life. So go check out those links, and I will see you guys in the next video.